When I started working at Buildium, I didn't know much about property managers.
I was pretty much clueless.
I'd rented apartments for a while, but I didn't know much about the day in and day out duties of a property manager.
I think I hadn't ever considered how thankless a job it is.
It's a lot of communication with people, herding cats.
Tons of phone calls, tons of emails, running around and being on site at their properties at any given time.
Everything they deal with is around a problem.
When something goes wrong, that's when they hear from their tenants.
I look back on my time as a renter a little bit differently now that I've gotten the inside scoop.
My property manager exceeds my expectations because they do quarterly inspections of my apartment, and because of that, things usually get caught before they go bad. That makes me feel cared for as a tenant.
Just the feeling of being taken care of. I never lost a package. I never got locked out.
I did have an apartment in college that had a mouse issue, and I did not like to remove the dead mice, so I would call them every time I saw a mouse in the trap.
I had a cat. The landlord and his kids were fond of the cat. One night, the cat got into a race with an SUV and lost. The landlord came and got me. He said, well, I know where an emergency clinic is. We got into his minivan. It stands out as one of the nicest things anyone has ever done for me.
Every property manager, if you sit down with them over lunch, can tell you 5 to 10 ridiculous stories. So it just was over time and conversations where I realized, hey man, this is a tough gig, and gives you a lot of empathy for the people you're speaking to every day.
When you want something, you want it fixed right then and there, and working here, I'm realizing everything that they have to juggle, and knowing that I'm not the only tenant in property that they're currently managing.
So if you haven't heard it yet today, we want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping us find our perfect home.
Thank you for making the impossible seem easy.
Thank you for making us feel like a priority.
Thank you for keeping me calm on Christmas Eve with a broken water heater.
Thank you for being so dedicated.
But seriously, thank you for removing the mice. They were disgusting.